Hello, my friends. We are going to read Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And you know that I'm doing this whole rock kind of thing and all different things that you can do with rocks. This is a super, super fun and easy story that you can do with rocks. And you can see I've got all of them here as we go and tell the story. I'll use my rocks and you can make some too at your house. Don't forget to just wash up those rocks really well. And keep your physical distancing when you go out for a walk to find those rocks. So this is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks. And she went skipping along the path out into the forest, and then she smelled some delicious things. She thought, ooh, I'm gonna go and search and see if I can find what that is. Oh, she came to the Three Little Bears' cottage inside. And meanwhile, what happened in the past in the cottage was that Mama Bear had made some porridge. And the porridge was way too hot to eat, so they had decided to go off for a walk into the forest and maybe collect some nuts and some herbs that they could put into their porridge. And this is what happened in the meantime. Well, along came Goldilocks. And she knocked on the door. Ooh, we could knock on here. And nobody answered. So she knocked a little bit louder. And still nobody answered. And on that last knock, the door swung open. Goldilocks said, I don't suppose anybody would mind if I went in there and just had some of that porridge. That's what smells so good. Oh dear, Goldilocks. Should she go in there uninvited? I don't think so, but she did. And there she saw the 3 bowls of porridge. She went over and she tried Baby Bear's little bowl of porridge. Oh, first of all, I'm getting so confused, aren't I? First of all, she tried Papa Bear's great big bowl of porridge, but it was too hot. And then she tried Mama Bear's middle-sized bowl of porridge, and it was just too cold. Then she saw Baby Bear's wee little bowl, and she gobbled it up because it was just right. Well, then Goldilocks went into the living room, and she tried Papa Bear's great big chair. Oh, ouch! Oh, this chair is way too hard. Then she tried Mama Bear's middle-sized chair. Oh, she sank right in there. It was just so soft. And then she tried Baby Bear's wee little baby chair. And it was just right. But, oh goodness, it went crack and broke into little pieces. Oh dear. Well, then Goldilocks went up the stairs to where those 3 beds were. Oh, and she went over and she tried Papa Bear's great big bed. And oh, I'm gonna have such a backache. This is way too hard. And then she went to Mama Bear's middle-sized bed, and it was way too soft. And then she tried Baby Bear's wee little baby bed, and it was just right. She was really, really tired. Oh, she fell fast asleep. Well, home from their walk came the 3 bears. And right away, Papa Bear knew something was up. He looked at those bowls of porridge and he said, "Oh, somebody's been eating my porridge." And Mama Bear looked at her middle-sized bowl and she said, "Oh, goodness gracious, somebody's been eating my porridge too." And then Baby Bear looked at his wee little bowl and he said, "Somebody's been eating my porridge and they ate it all up." Oh dear. Well, then they went into the living room and Papa Bear put his hands on his hips and he said in his giant voice, "Well, somebody's been sitting in my chair." And then Mama Bear said in her middle-sized voice, "Oh, goodness me, somebody's been sitting in my chair too." And then Baby Bear said in his wee little baby voice, somebody's been sitting in my chair and it's broken into pieces. Oh dear, poor baby bear. Well, then they went up the stairs and Papa Bear looked at his great big bed and he said, "Oh my goodness, somebody's been sleeping in my bed." And then Mama Bear went over to her middle-sized bed and she said, "Oh, land's sake, somebody's been sleeping in my bed too." And then Baby Bear went over to his wee little baby bed and he said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed. And she's still there." And then he screamed, "Ah!" And Goldilocks woke up and looked at the three bears and went, "Ah!" And she ran all the way down the stairs, through the living room, through the kitchen, and out. And she ran and she ran and she ran all the way home. Oh goodness, and when Goldilocks got home, her father looked and he said, "Goldilocks, what have you been up to?" And Goldilocks told him the whole story. And you know what they did? They got a hammer and some nails and some wood glue and some ingredients, and they went to the kitchen and they baked up some muffins. And they took the muffins back to the house, and you know what? They both went inside and they gave the muffins to the three bears. And they fixed the chair and they made all of the beds. And you know what? Goldilocks apologized for all that she had done there. That's kind of my version of Goldilocks and the three bears. So at the very, very end, we say, the end. Isn't that such a great story?